It's beautiful out here. I love it in the mornings like this, when there's nobody here at all, and the fish are jumping. There's a couple out there jumping around. Nice little pond. There's actually 2 ponds here on this field. It's a farmer's field, so, you know, there's activity behind me on the road, but it's so nice just to be sitting here and enjoying this morning. Okay, we're just gonna try to set you down here. Just give me a second. I don't know if I can set you right there. Yeah, why not? There you go. Okay, we're in the same book, by the way, and I'm gonna read this chapter here. The Heavenly Allotment and an Entirely New Humanity in Ephesians. I got my hood up because it's like cold and chilly out here. God has a heavenly allotment to bestow on believers now, even as he has an earthly allotment for Israel in the land in the day of her glory. The customs of the land tenure in Israel were so different from ours that it is quite difficult to find equivalent terms in English. As a rule, land was not owned by individuals in Palestine. It belonged to the crown, held by the community, and allotted each year. The lot was cast into a bag, and the portion of the land was assigned to each one as Jehovah disposed the lot. The earth is the Lord's, and the fullness thereof. He did not sell aught of it. He allotted portions of it to his people for their enjoyment. Just so we, with our inheritance in heaven, our portion there will not be ours to own, but to enjoy. God owns it. God owns the whole universe. He portions it out to each individual believer as an allotment. And we get to enjoy that allotment. And each one of us will have an allotment among the celestials. And we can enjoy that now, as God graces us. So we are compelled, for the sake of accuracy, to use the words joint allottee to show our portion in the heavens. Nor shall we confuse this with a heavenly calling or city. All things on earth will yet be heavenly, quote unquote. The Lord calls for some while on earth. He calls some from heaven after the rejection of his earth message. This was the heavenly calling. The heavenly city will come down out of heaven upon the earth. The kingdom on the earth will be called the kingdom of the heavens, and will be a heavenly kingdom. Yet the allotment in Ephesians is not merely heavenly, but in the heavens. These distinctions are clearly indicated in the original by the use of the dative case in Ephesians when locating blessings, and the genitive case elsewhere when characterizing them. We could never be joint allottees on earth. The section of the secret does not consist in the fact that we are allottees. This was well known before Romans 8:17. The secret lies in the fact that we are joint allottees. We share the allotment on equal terms with those of Israel who accept Paul's message. The secret is usually taken to be the body, quote unquote, but the truth of the body was no secret. Romans 12:4. The joint body was a secret, yet even this is but one of the items which compose the secret, if that makes any sense. The allotment has no reference to the body, nor has the joint participation which follows any distinct reference to the body. In fact, the body is not the secret at all. The secret now revealed lies in the fact that it is a joint body. The Spirit has actually invented a word to express it, for there is no such thing in nature as a body in which all the members are of equal rank. This is unity indeed. Yet we are principally concerned at this time with the third section of this statement of the secret. The versions point this passage as though Paul is informing the Ephesians, among whom he had labored for years, that he was a minister of the gospel. There should be no point after the gospel, which he insists on is that of the nations are now joint partakers of not the gospel which Peter and the 12 were preaching, but the gospel which had been preached to them before. Okay, I'm going to continue on with this tomorrow. It's a little bit maybe confusing to some of you, but I think what it's speaking, it's a joint body rather than just a body, period. It's joint, it's together, meaning there's many members in the body. So it's joined together as a joint body. We are joint allottees for the celestial realm, and we will get our lot among there, our allotment among the celestials. So this is what we are going after, and this is why we're racing for the prize, for that high calling. So grace and peace to you. Have a beautiful Friday, and we will talk to you on Monday. And also have a great weekend. So I'll turn you around here and get you one last look at this little pond here. So have a beautiful day. We'll see you on Monday.